All right, everybody, welcome to Dad Got This. Today, it's gadgets. That's what Dad does. Dad cooks with gadgets. Dad uses his gadgets to be able to cook and get food on the table fast and easy, but not just normal, boring food. Dad likes to do fun, interesting food, but I don't have time to make crazy, complicated recipes where I have to be in the kitchen minding the food all the time. So, Dad uses gadgets. One of the first gadgets I ever got was my Immersion Circulator. If you ask my brother-in-law, Dizjabber, it's called Sous Vide Cooker.
Listen, I don't know if I have a Sous Vide Cooker, a mobile thingamabob dinglehoffer.
All right, he's crazy, but an Immersion Circulator is for cooking sous vide food. Do you know what that is? If you've watched my channel, you might, but if you don't worry. Dad got this. What is sous vide food? Sous vide food is something you've probably eaten a ton of times and not known it. The restaurant industry has been using sous vide for years. It's great for being able to cook things and then keep them at that temperature for a long period of time, making it easy to serve them whenever you want. Sous vide is the process of cooking food under vacuum. Think of it if the Instant Pot is hot and fast and shock and awe. The sous vide is more of a sneak attack for food. You do it at a lower temperature for a longer period of time, and that way you can tenderize meats and make them absolutely delicious, but not have to, shock the food. It keeps textures, it keeps juices in there. It's a fantastic way to cook meats, fishes, vegetables, everything. I've done just about anything you can think of sous vide. So how do I cook sous vide? Well, to do it, you need an Immersion Circulator. Let's go grab Dad's. So, I keep all our gadgets here in my pantry. So, what is all this stuff? This is, the basic stuff that I use to cook sous vide. You're gonna need an Immersion Circulator. You're gonna need a container to cook in. Dad uses these polycarbonate containers. Dad likes that you can see through and know what you're cooking in the food. If you don't have one of these, for years I cooked with a pot. Just your standard pot, works just as good. These Dad uses to put on the bottom of the container to allow water to flow underneath the food. It just allows for even cooking. This is an IKEA pot rack holder, and you can actually put it like this and then stand food up in between it, and it helps you get more food in the container and make sure that the water's flowing around the food. If the water's not flowing around the food, it's not gonna cook properly. So you don't want the food just stacked up on top of each other. It's not gonna work right. It's fun. This is my Anova Immersion Circulator. It's one of the first models that they released. This is the Bluetooth model. It only works with Bluetooth. It doesn't work with Wi-Fi. They have an app that comes with it that you can control the unit with and set times and temperatures, but it has this knob, and you could set the temperature here and just hit start here. Dad doesn't use the app anymore. I set my temperature, I hit start, and I just set myself a timer to remind myself when to get the food. It's just easier for me that way. I don't even have to open the app. What is this thing comprised of? You've got a mount, which has a screw here. This screw is what will attach it to the container. Then it has another screw here, which attaches the mount to the unit. So this is the unit itself. This is the actual Immersion Circulator. This is what flows the water around and controls the temperature. It's only got a couple parts. If you twist this and pull off, you get a stainless steel cover, and you can twist this the other direction and pull it off, and it's got a plastic cap for the bottom. These two items are dishwasher safe. You can stick them in the dishwasher. I don't really have to do that often because they don't really get dirty. They're just sitting in clean water. This is the Immersion Circulator. Heating element and this little propeller or impeller, I don't know which term is correct, that will spin and circulate the water. It's pretty simple. There's no real anything to it. Basically, it makes a hot tub for food. You put it in the water, heats up the water, and you put your food in the water. Real simple. So let's put it back together. This piece goes on, just twist it till the thing lines up and twist like that. Put your mount on, slide it in until it hits the collar, and then twist it tight. That's it. Real simple. So this is the first gadget Dad got and really started cooking with. This will make a bad cook a good cook. You cannot overcook food with sous vide. You can turn it to mush, but you can't technically overcook it past the temperature you were shooting for. If you put a steak in and set the temperature to 134 and let it sit for 1 hour, it'll get to 134. If you let it sit for 5 hours, it'll get to 134. If you let it sit for 20 hours, what's it gonna get to? 134. So you can't really overcook food. The process of sous vide is time and temperature. Those are your two variables. They'll affect how your food comes out. The longer the time, the more time it has to break down the fibers and the fats in the food and make it tender. The higher the temperature, the faster you can do that. So when you're looking at recipes, there's gonna be time and temperature, and those are your only variables. So let's go ahead and put this on a container and see how it kind of works. So this is my little polycarbonate container. I do all my small steaks and things like this in it. So I like to fill it with hot tap water because it'll come up to temperature faster. So just stick it on your thing and pop it on top. I'm gonna cut this because you don't want to watch a container fill. Okay. On the collar, there are two lines. There's a min line and a max line. Pretty self-explanatory. It needs at least this much water to work, and it shouldn't have any more than this water. On long cooks, you do need to factor in evaporation. You're heating water, it's gonna steam, water is gonna evaporate. So on a long cook, you need to make sure that you may have to add water as the water level drops. So, just kind of goes over the side, twists down, and that's it. You're locked in. So I'll show you a close-up of this, but you've got a dial here, and it's gonna adjust the temperature up and down. You have an on-off button. That's it. Once you hit the on button, it's gonna start moving the water. We are right at the min line, so that's fine. But it'll move and heat the water. It says the water's at 86 degrees right now. It'll heat it up to whatever temperature you need. What kind of food can you cook in here? First thing, steaks. This is a steak machine. You take your steak, you cook it to the exact temperature you want. You want medium rare, cook it to 128. If you want medium, 135. But cook it to that temperature, take it out of the bag, pat it dry, and then go sear it. The reason you have to pat it dry is because that moisture, when you try to sear, is just gonna evaporate and you're not gonna get a crust. So you pat it dry, and Dad likes the charcoal grill or a really hot pan. I mean, like set off fire alarms hot. So steak is perfect for this. Chicken, perfect. Dad did chicken in this last night. Threw some frozen thighs I had in the freezer, all bagged up. Put them in here, let them cook, and then I threw them in the air fryer to crisp them up. Dad's favorite part about this is you don't have to tend it. There's no worry about it. You can leave the house. You can do whatever you want. Put your food in here and come back when it's ready. Come back when you're ready. If it's supposed to cook for 3 hours and you come back in 4, you are not gonna have a disaster. Dad accidentally cooked his ribs that he was supposed to cook for 12 hours for 24 hours. Guess what? Delicious. It's just such a fantastic and versatile tool. If if you want to see how they work and how to use them, Dad's got a video on Sous Vide Picanha. Dad's doing a video on Sous Vide Ribeye. So check it out. Dad's filming this video around the holiday season. So these are going to go on Black Friday sales. Dad got his for a Father's Day sale, but the Black Friday sales are going to be crazy. There's all kinds of new models for them now. There's more advanced ones that do Wi-Fi, so you can control the temperature from wherever you want in the house. There's all different kinds. There's other brands called Jewel. There's big machines that sit on your countertop that you can actually put food in and sous vide it. Even some of the new Instant Pots have a sous vide function built into them. It's pretty cool. So if you want to do some sous vide cooking, Dad suggests you get one, whether it's this Anova or another one. Dad loves his Anova. It has been a workhorse. It works easy. And the best thing is you don't need a fancy app or anything to control it if you don't want. It has the dial on it. Some of the other ones have no dial on them, like the Jewel, and you have to use the app. It's not a big deal, but this one's just so easy to use. So this is the next installment in Dad's gadget guide. I've already done a video on the Instant Pot. This is the Immersion Circulator. So check back for more gadget videos. Dad loves to use his gadgets. There's going to be one on a induction cooktop that I've got. So please make sure you like and subscribe to the videos and hit the notification bell, because that's the only way you're going to know that I do a new video. And if you would, leave a comment, share it, send it to your friends. Anything you do that helps engagement on my channel will help me out get the name out there. So for everything food and fast and fun and gadgets, Dad got this. For more recipes and videos, visit dadgotthis.com. To be sure you don't miss anything, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the damn bell. I double dog dare you. Come on, you have to do it. It was a double dog dare. I mean, those are the rules.